From rich broths to premium cuts, Taiwan and Singapore serve up delicious takes of beefy indulgence, which are worth every stretch of your moolah.
Whee! Are we having fun, Andrew?
Yeah. I mean, is this what we're doing today? Or
Absolutely. No, I'm just kidding. Over there is Kim Kiat Palm Market.
Okay.
And we're going to have some delicious Hainanese-style beef noodles that's been around since 1970.
70s?
Yeah.
That's almost as old as my parents.
Mine too, actually. And you know what? They've also won a Michelin Bib Gourmand at some point in time. Ooh!
So I guess we're gonna have some beef now.
Oh, is
Yeah?
that right?
Yeah.
You
is
want
that
to
right?
have some beef?
I guess we're having some beef.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get it.
With over 130 hawker centers across Singapore, hawker culture is more than just food. It's a way of life. Recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage, it celebrates culinary creativity, traditions, and flavors all in one.
I'm a third-generation hawker who sells traditional beef noodles. My name is Wilson.
A well-established Hainanese institution, which has been around for almost 50 years. This Michelin-recognized stall is run by Wilson Tan, alongside his maternal uncles and auntie.
Hi, Wilson.
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Yasminne.
Hello.
Good morning.
Tell us the history of your stall.
Oh, it started with my grandfather.
Oh,
Wow. A butcher at Orchard.
Ah.
So one of my uncle wanted to start a beef noodle. So he learned it from my grandfather's friend from Hainan.
So it's like this really tight community of this recipe and tradition.
Yes, right.
Wow.
and then the recipe, so we know the recipes from your grandfather's friend. What makes your beef noodles so good?
It's the taste.
Really? What
Yes.
part? The beef, the stock, the soup?
Yeah, the stocks, the most a bit important. Then the sauce.
Okay.
The dry one. Usually the youngsters like the dry one.
Okay. And I noticed your stock is very dark and rich in color. How do you get it that way?
We add some ingredient on it.
Okay. And has it been just boiling for a
Yes,
long-
we have been boiling for years.
Okay, so you have a mother stock.
Yes, we had a mother stock. We just change the ingredients inside and add some water.
So you just taste it every now and then?
Yes, we taste it every moment.
Wow. So the mother stock is boiled and boiled and boiled and boiled, and then you use the mother stock to create the soup and the sauce for the dry
what you
one?
said?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Okay.
So really concentrated
Yeah.
flavor.
Yes, it's very concentrated.
Wow. And I saw you're carving your own beef here.
Yes, we are carving our own beef here.
Wow.
Fresh beef.
Which part of the beef do you use?
We
Which
use
part of
the
the
beef knuckles, very soft.
And so you have the butcher side and the noodle soup side,
Yes.
3 generations. How is that?
Oh, stress. I was taught by one of my uncle.
Okay.
Yes.
Any plans for the future in editing or changing the recipe?
No, I don't think I will change the ingredient.
Really?
I'll
Okay.
keep it traditional.
So you have the dry version and the soup version, and I understand the dry version is very popular.
Yes.
So can we get 2 bowls of it?
Yes, can. Just wait for a moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
This looks amazing. Dark, rich color.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the broth.
It looks so thick.
Oh,
It's not a clear soup, so you know it's
No.
been boiled a long
it's cloudy.
time.
That's got collagen and protein, and it smells really beefy, but really fragrant.
So this is a sauce that is made from the mother stock
Right.
with more spices, with some starch to make it a bit more
Thicker. Oh, wow. Talk about that. Look at that.
This is how thick it is.
In some way, I don't know how, the sauce is actually not as fragrant or as intense as the stock is.
You are right.
Because the sauce is very light, it's very airy. Its consistency is very starchy. It just carries the flavor.
Which is
Into your
interesting.
nose, yeah.
Because a lot of stalls, the dry version is actually more intense in flavor.
Right, but here they've done a twist.
Yeah. But it's nice. So you mix everything in.
Okay.
You've got to put the lime, the calamansi.
Okay.
So the lime's going to cut through that whole starchy, gelatinous sort of
Yeah.
flavor, and it's going to uplift it a little bit. What's interesting here is you know how some beef places, they might put tenderizer the beef?
Sure,
so it gets
yeah.
really soft.
Yeah.
Here, no tenderizer used.
It's all in the carving.
It's all in the carving. I mean, they did come from the family business, was butchers.
Yeah, yeah.
So they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and this is the combo bowl. It has meat, it has a bit of tripe, And it
Tendon
also,
as well, right?
yes, I was about to say, it has meatballs and beautiful, beautiful big pieces of tendon. Oh man.
Ooh, it's soft, but it still has that bit of bite, which is nice.
This stock has a kick to it.
Yeah.
It's got a huge kick to it. I really like it.
Yeah. So the noodles here may not be the star, but they complement the gravy, which complements the beef, and it all comes together in synergy.
And the broth too.
And the broth too.
It's all playing off of each other.
It's a symphony of flavors.
It is.
It is yummy.
Not just that, it's
Double yummy!
Cheers.
More than just a name, which means peace and harmony. The seaside district of Anping in Tainan is where the best of traditions and flavors merge effortlessly. From the legendary crispy shrimp rolls to silky smooth tofu pudding and beef soup noodles, this oldest part of the city is truly a foodie's paradise. And one historical landmark here is Anping Old Fort, which the Dutch colonial administration took 10 years to build some 5 centuries ago.
We are in Anping Gubao, an old Dutch fort built in the 17th century.
That's a really old fort.
Right? Check it out, cannons.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, we're in Tainan. We're in Anping. This is where the food is the most beautiful and it's best, so we gotta start the Tainan way.
Okay.
Let's do beef soup.
What, for breakfast?
Yeah.
That's a bit much, right, Andrew?
No, let me work up an appetite. I'll race to the top.
No, no. No.
Loser gets the bill.
Oh, hey!
我们这家店是舅舅在1991年创立的，到现在已经34年了。我已经经营超过18年。我是郭玉红，今年38岁。
From freshly cut tender meat to fatty beef brisket and belly, the restaurant offers a wide variety of selection for beef lovers.
老板，请问一下，你是几岁开始来这边工作？
我20岁就开始做，
哇。
对，到现在已经18年。我今年38岁。
哇塞！
我舅舅叫阿财。
哦，舅舅就是阿财，
舅舅叫阿财。
OK。
With no stalls selling beef soup catering to fishermen and night shift workers who needed to replenish their energy after a long night of work, Kuo's uncle, Ah Tai, seized the opportunity and opened his first shop in 1991.
So the recipe, does it come from your uncle Atai, or does it come from, I don't know, your family members, your grandmother or somebody?
其实最早都是由舅舅开始，那当然换我接手之后，也是跟着现代人的口味的变化，陆陆续续在做调整。
Like what?
对啊，调整在哪里？
以前的人都喜欢吃那种豆瓣酱的口味，
哦，对啊。
最早的时候，但是现在的人其实比较不喜欢那种口味，所以我们慢慢的就把那个角色给淡化掉，那种酱料淡化掉。
OK，所以没有以前那么重口味了。
对。
People in Thailand love beef soup so much. I hear that there's like over 300 shops.
Yeah.
So what makes your shop different from the rest?
我跟其他店最大的不一样，就是因为我是自产自销，从牛头卖到牛尾，什么都卖。因为我是整头牛屠宰回来，所以我这边的品质相对也比较能够自己掌控。那我们目前是从云林土库
OK，
对，从那边屠宰回来。
When you pick a cow and you're looking at them, I mean, like, what are you looking for?
一般我们挑牛要从它的外观看它的毛发、毛色是否漂亮哦，跟头发一样哈。对，那再来就是看体型嘛哈，越肥越好嘛。
OK。
对，那越肥代表它脂肪比较多，它的肉就比较相对比较软、比较香、比较嫩。
Okay, so when he's talking about picking them based on the looks, it's not like, oh my gosh, I've got fabulous eyelashes, I'm very Instagrammable. It's about how fat they are.
Yeah.
You know, if they've got
the
glossy
shine in their coat,
fur.
you know, it has to be a healthy animal.
Okay.
So, on average, like, when do you butcher these cows? Like, how old are they on average?
我们做这个清汤牛肉，首选就是母牛，所以母牛大概会有3、4岁以上。
OK。
对，因为母牛会需要繁殖嘛。那如果像有时候宰那种阉牛，
OK。
咔嚓掉那种
公的阉牛
公的阉牛。 公的阉牛大概2岁左右就要宰掉了，因为那个阉牛再老一点，
它的肉质会
一样会比较 粗一点。对，
OK， 哇，我好多学问呢。
也是做了这么久才知道，以前一开始也不懂。
OK。
我在挑的牛大概基本上都要750公斤以上，
That's 750 kilograms.
750 kilograms，that's almost a ton。
有时候还会再更大一点，
比这个桌子还要大吧？这样的大，
像台车一样。
车一样
That's a big cow.
Big animal。
Wow.
你卖很多哎。
没有，牛的骨头也很重啊，还有皮，所以拿掉其实不多啦，拿掉大概2成多的肉而已啦，差不多，对不对？
So what happens in a day? Let's say you don't finish selling the meat. Then what do you do with it?
一般来说，我们卖不完的东西会做加工，像我们现在也做牛肉干、牛肉丸子这些副产品。
He uses the whole thing. He doesn't waste a thing.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
基本上我们的汤底大概需要煮4、5个小时。OK。那因为我们讲求的是原材料的新鲜，所以我们的牛肉是直接冲下去的。
OK，
它是鲜肉片直接高汤上去这样而已。
This sounds so good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. This is a
Yeah.
great way to start the day.
Yeah.
好期待，可以吃
A big one. 一大锅。
好，那我现在就马上去准备。
OK，
大锅 A big bowl.
谢谢。
Yay.
According to Kuo, he uses mainly cuts from the front and hind legs of the cattle, as the meat is more tender and delicate. The broth is then made by simmering beef bones for an hour before adding a variety of vegetables. And Kuo asserts that what goes into boiling a replenishing pot of clear, delicately sweet beef soup is simply adhering to the cooking steps and processes instructed by his uncle.
耶，谢谢郭老板。
Thank you.
Hello，马木木。
行，烫哦，这个碗蛮烫的。行，
哇，
这是2个不一样部位的肉，这个是后腿的腱子肉，
后腿。
OK。
那这个是牛的肚子这边。
肚子。
对，
This
所以这
will
个
be
比较
fattier.
有一点肥一点。
OK，
对，口感都不一样。
好，谢谢。
谢老板。
This is nice and hot.
Yeah.
Okay, first we're gonna try the soup. It's very clear, like a consommé actually, right?
Almost, yeah.
I like, and it doesn't have that smelly, beefy sort of flavor either, you know?
Very fragrant. You
Yeah.
can taste that there's a lot of vegetables in it.
Yeah.
And it's so warming. I want to try some meat now. And this is the leg.
Ooh, look at that.
So it has a bit of tendon. You
Yeah.
see, like the white parts.
Yep.
So it's supposed to be soft, but with a little bit of a bite, a little crunch.
Come to
All right.
mama.
Let's
you
try
moo.
it. Oh, that is so fresh. It's so gentle.
I like that bit of bite, and it's
yeah.
not a beefy bite.
No.
It's from the tendon.
Yeah.
It's been cut really well.
Super thin cuts.
I really like the soup. It's beefy, it's light, it's comforting.
And together, they go so well. So this is the belly.
Okay, more
fatty
fat.
bits.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
Meat to fat ratio, really good.
This one is good. This one is very good,
Okay, hands down,
right?
I'm a fatty girl. Let me rephrase that.
No, you're
hands
not.
down. I like
Fatty
fatty
food.
meat. I like this.
This has such a nice buttery flavor.
Yeah,
and
it melts in your
texture.
mouth.
And there's a sweetness to the fat. Cheers.
Cheers. You know what, Andrew? This is yum.
Yum.
Double
yummy.
yummy.
We are in beautiful Tainan, the culinary capital of Taiwan.
Woo!
And one of the best ways to enjoy the food the city has to offer is in the night market.
Ta-da! I love a good night market.
Do you have night markets in Singapore?
We do, they're called pasar malam,
Pasar malam.
which means night market literally in Malay, except they're roving and they're seasonal.
Ah, these guys stay in one place. They're open 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 days a week.
Right, I think that would be like a hawker centers, except hawker centers don't have games.
Right, we have games and we have food. So without further ado, let's enjoy the night.
Ooh, let's go!
Here we are.
Okay.
This is 虱目鱼, milkfish.
Milkfish.
Yeah,
Okay.
have you had it before?
I think I have had milkfish before. Hello,
老板你好。哇，可不可以麻烦你3样都给我们一点？这个都是虱目鱼吗？
是的，没错。
啊
This is a specialty of China.
Yes， 台南这个就很有名的嘛。
对，因为它养殖第1名。
哇，好香哦，smells good。
真的很香哎。你们开很久了吗
？13年了吧。
哇，
是啊。
Oh, it's perfect.
Wow, this is really good. This is really good. But I think we need to save some room and keep walking and burn off some of these calories while we walk. And we need to try the next thing.
Okay.
Let's go. 谢谢老板娘。
谢谢。
真的好吃。Now this is something we have to try.
What?
白糖果。This is one of the oldest style desserts in Tainan. 老板你好，我们想买那个白糖粿，我们要2个，然后可以给我们最原汁原味的做法吗 ？You see that? It's a glutinous rice that they've kind of pounded together.
对，原味是传统的。
原味是传统的。This is the plain sugar one.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. That's a monster.
Oh. It's nice. It's like a mochi with a super crispy exterior and sugar.
There's one more thing I want to try.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a new trend. A whole baked fish.
A whole baked fish.
老板好，
你好，
麻烦你，我们要1条烤鱼。
好 OK， 来里面那边稍做一下哦。
谢谢你，辛苦了。
Oh, here it is.
哇
Salt baked fish.
谢谢你。
That looks amazing. I need to sniff it.
It smells really good. It's a whole fish, and it smells good, and it's really cheap. It's really affordable.
How much is it?
250 NT
For a whole fish.
for a whole fish.
This could feed 4 people.
Oh, easily.
Look at that. It's just so juicy.
And flaky.
Ooh, look at that. 好新鲜哦, so
Wow.
fresh. It's just the flavor of the fish and a little bit of garlic taste, a bit of salt taste, and that's it.
Fish, garlic, salt, and ginger. 4 ingredients. What a great deal.
Tucked into a century-old building, this restaurant was once nothing but rubble. No ceiling, no electricity, not even light. But its owner saw potential in turning it into a sanctuary of comfort. From a restored family's grandfather clock to hand-charred ceiling panels and custom-designed window grills, this restaurant tells a personal story which is rooted in craftsmanship and a deep connection to Japan.
我会坚持使用台湾本地的食材，是因为台湾的食材最新鲜，味道也是最棒的。我是台南出生长大的王敬登。
It's very intricate plating.
It looks like the forest floor.
It does.
In summer.
Right.
It matches the season.
Exactly. So in autumn, it will be a different color, right?
Yeah.
So, Chef, you left Tainan at 28 to go to Tokyo Culinary School. Why did you decide to choose Tokyo, of all places?
因为我师傅在东京工作，所以我就去当台老。对，
你怎么认识他的？
我在台南认识他的，
哇，那你后来是去日本去了多久
去了3年多，
？OK， 那你开店开多久了？
开店刚满2年。
请问一下，那个 harabeko 是什么意思？
哈拉贝口的话是日文的肚子饿。
肚子饿。
那个日本的小朋友在讲啊，我看上哈拉贝口就是妈妈我肚子饿了。
Ah, harapeko.
Chef harabeko.
Harapeko. I'm so hungry. But you know, that looks absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Wow,
ありがとうございます。
Thank you。好，
漂亮
那这个是我们的开胃小点 ，Amuse Push。Bon appétit。
Thank you. 主厨，请问你现在是在准备下一道菜了吗？
对啊，法式版的牛肉汤
Oh, look at all the ingredients. So, Chef, do you normally drink beef soup?
会。
很平时。
台南人的日常牛肉汤是早餐。
那请问你的牛肉汤跟台南平常就是到处找得到的牛肉汤差别在哪里？
我有把它升级。台南的牛肉汤它其实是用乳牛，那我今天是用日本的黑毛和牛。
Ooh.
对，那汤的部分我有用法式的手法把它做成澄清汤，会附白饭，但是我把白饭弄台湾的月光米做成炖饭。
哇！Chef，想请问一下，
是
你为什么会选择这道料理，决定说要把它升级成一个不一样的版本？
哦，因为我们西餐有空手美，那牛肉汤其实它就是空手美的一种，只是说 平民小吃、在地小吃的话，他们没有做到这么细致。那它其实是跟我们西餐、法国菜食材都基本上是一模一样的。
OK，
所以我有办法把它升级成
OK
高级版的。
OK。
The process begins with a rich, slowly simmered beef consommé, crafted to perfection. Ground beef and fresh vegetables are added, and the broth clarified to its purest form. Next, Taiwan's premium koshi hikari rice is transformed into a creamy risotto, pre-cooked to just the right texture. Thinly sliced Wagyu beef, brushed with black garlic paste, is delicately rolled with julienne vegetables. The risotto is plated, topped with tender beef rolls, and refined with a baptism of clarified beef broth. Finally, a garnish of microgreens adds a touch of elegance to this reinterpreted Tainan beef soup.
So this is ochazuke, but French style on a Taiwanese dish.
Exactly, I love it. It's like, it's got everything in it.
Oh my gosh.
It's super intense in flavor, but it doesn't have any beefy smell whatsoever.
炖饭的口感，但是是 ochazuke。
真的，真的，
对。
I see that's why he didn't go for the traditional risotto where it's very kind of really soupy or really creamy.
Yep.
Because he has this clear consommé to go with it and kind of replace that function.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh, wow. The Wagyu is a great choice and it's done perfectly with the temperature of the consommé as it's poured in. But I think the soul of this dish is in the consommé. What about you?
I still think Costa.
Really?
Because if you had used another beef, let's say a beef that's a bit harder, a bit beefier, then you're gonna lose the delicateness of it.
That's true.
And it's gonna be less refined.
So it's a perfect duo.
Yeah.
Like us.
And you know what? Yum.
Yum.
Double yummy.